Welcome back to Call Me By Your Game. I am your host, not Connor McCabe. I'm Courtney Vineys, your guest host. Lucky me. And on today's episode, I will be continuing the 2025 Indie Co-op series by discussing Balatro with a hand-selected group of elite Balatro scholars. Just kidding, we're all ding-dongs, but we are ding-dongs who love and have probably put a lot, if not too many hours into Balatro. I will get to them in a minute, but first, some housekeeping. Thank you so much for listening. If you are looking for ways to support this show, there are a couple different ways that you can do that. First of all, an easy way to do it is just share the show with a friend. Blue Sky about us, tweet about us, I don't know, social media about us. Another way of supporting the show is by supporting us on Patreon over at patreon.com/super NPC Radio. If you already do this, thank you so much. You can also listen on a free feed or on YouTube a week later. Those are other ways of supporting us by following us on YouTube, etc., etc. So yes, thank you for supporting this show. We've got some amazing guests today. I'm going to bring them on right now. Our first guest is Mikey Stephens. Hi, Mikey Stephens. How are you?
Hello, Courtney. I'm good. Yeah.
Good. That's great. Have you been playing any fun games lately?
The funnest game of them all, NBA 2K26.
Yes.
Guys, and I know we're all playing it.
We're all playing it.
And everyone's working on their two-way stretch glass cleaners, and their my build is a clamp thief.
Oh my God, same.
Yeah, so
Same. Yes.
and the grind.
The grind.
Back in the city.
I love that. That's great. Okay, great. Our next guest is Jacques Mouledoux. Hi, Jacques.
Hey, Courtney.
How are you doing? You playing any games?
I am playing games besides NBA 2K26, which we're all playing.
We're all playing.
Obviously.
I'm also playing Silksong, baby. And I'll hold for applause for a second. And then also Starvaders. Have you dug into that one, Courtney?
No, cool name.
No, I haven't. It is a very good name.
What?
It's a roguelike deck builder meets tactics game. The description was literally like Slay the Spire meets Into the Breach meets Space Invaders. And I was like, is this a
Fine
prank on
print.
me?
They're like, for Jacques Mouledoux.
Yeah.
Dedicated to Jacques.
Yeah. Basically.
Starvaders, huh?
It's pretty good.
Right now.
I don't know if it's as good as those, but it's good.
Amazing. I'm gonna have to check it out. That sounds extremely up my alley, and it also does seem like something that maybe someone has been following you and they made you a perfect game. I would be concerned. Yeah. Great. And then finally we have Kristin Thorson. Hi, Kristin.
Hello. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm
Still
doing
your
great.
question.
No, dang it. She turned it back on me. Oh my gosh. What games are you playing these days?
I'm also playing Silksong, but I only have like 2 hours into it or have already died like 20 times. And of course, NBA 2K26.
Right.
I'm also doing my two-way mirror cleaning.
Yes.
Haven't heard of that one, but cool.
No, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you must not know so much about basketball, Mikey. Interesting.
Yeah, you should probably catch up.
I thought I knew a lot.
You should try watching a YouTube tutorial on it, Mikey.
And it's what, YouTube, you said?
Yeah. It's fully spelled out YOU. It's not you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
It's named after
There'll
the
be
band.
plenty of info.
Check it out.
And I also played this little
research.
game called Is This Seat Taken? And I loved it recently.
Oh,
And
tell me
it's
about
just like,
that.
it's just like little logic puzzles, like the ones you do in elementary school, where it's like somebody wants pasta, but they don't like red pepper, and so. It's like that, but with like this person wants to sit by the window, and this person stinks, and that person hates stinky people, and you have to arrange them where they all sit. And I loved it so much.
Honestly,
and I would play a million more versions.
That sounds very up my alley also. That seems like I just did a couple plane rides, and I feel like that's like a perfect plane ride game.
Yes.
I mean, not just because it's about, where to put people, but also it's just like, this has my focus right now. And it's I don't have to think too hard, but it's not too like action packed.
Yep, exactly. It's perfect.
What's the title? What's the title again?
It's called Is This Seat Taken?
Is this seat taken?
Love it.
I'm into that. Well, that's great. Okie dokie. I'm debating, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to jump into a little bit of the Balatro history and context, and then I'm going to circle back to each of you to ask about your personal experiences with the game. So, Balatro is a poker-themed roguelike deck-building game, a mouthful, and the debut title from developer Local Thunk, who credits the game Big Two and the roguelike video game Luck Be a Landlord as major influences. It came out as a free demo in 2023 and in full release on multiple platforms in early 2024, and it apparently made over $1 million in gross revenue within the first 8 hours of its release.
Whoa.
Yeah, right? I had a really fun time researching this game because I learned a lot, and also because there's not a ton of information on it. So yeah, like it's a first-time developer, first game. So
Anonymous.
Yes, exactly. It was nominated for and won numerous awards, such as Best Indie Game and Best Breakthrough Game at the Golden Joystick Awards, and Best Debut Independent Game, Best Indie Game, and Best Mobile Game at the Game Awards. It has a few high-profile fans like Charlie Brooker, the Black Mirror creator and showrunner, which, fun fact, Balatro can be seen in an episode of Black Mirror in the 7th season. Cool. Director James Gunn also apparently played a bunch of Balatro during his downtime while filming Superman. I believe the quote is, he says it's a great game, which I thought was
high praise.
So funny.
A writer like that? Wow.
Since releasing, there have been 4 free Friends of Jimbo updates. So they've basically added some interchangeable cosmetic packs featuring crossovers with other video games like Vampire Survivors, Dave the Diver, Among Us, Slay the Spire, Stardew Valley, and so many more. I just listed the games that I liked the most from the big list. Also, you can find some Balatro content in the game Dave the Diver. It's an underwater card game that's called Jimbo's Game. So if you like Dave the Diver, go check it out. It was included in a free update.
I don't remember no Jimbo's Game.
I know. No, same with
Cool.
me. I was like, I have an idea of where it is. So I need to go back and play it. I think it was a patch that happened within like the last 10 months or so. So it hasn't been out for that long. So if you're like me and haven't played Dave the Diver in a minute, it might be an excuse to get back into it. And then you're going to play Balatro, and then you're going to go, I wish I was playing Balatro. Anyway, so we don't actually know a lot about the developer Local Thunk because they've opted to remain anonymous and keep a low profile, which is so valid. And honestly, good for them. I think that's so cool. I did go to their website. It's just localthunk.com, and it was kind of great. They had a Balatro timeline, just some like meandering thoughts. It's very bare bones. But the timeline I found super interesting. So if you're interested in hearing about what the development process was like for Balatro, it's a good read. So yeah, I'm going to turn back to my guests now. I'm going to start with Jacques. Hi, Jacques. Tell me a little bit about how did you discover the game? What were your initial reactions to it? And what was your relationship with the game like?
Sure. So, I've not to brag, but I've been on R roguelikes for a few years now. So pretty cool. And before it got released, maybe a couple months before that, I started hearing about it on there, where it was like the meme of like, what should I play next? Balatro, Balatro, Balatro. And then I bought it, I think like 2 weeks before it like officially released, or like a week on Steam Deck, and I was like, God, I'm so cutting edge. This game is so fun. And then it just was like a smash hit like 4 days later. And I was like, I'm not that cool, actually. But I loved it right away. I thought it was insanely addictive. I played it's hundreds of hours. I have it on my phone. I've played it a ton. Yeah, super fun. I don't really play it a ton anymore. Occasionally, if I'm sick of Slay the Spire on my phone, I'll do Balatro instead.
Oh, that's interesting. So would you say that Slay the Spire still edges out Balatro as like a more favorite roguelike deck builder for you?
100%.
Okay.
Love Balatro, but Slay the Spire is my baby. And it'd be such a betrayal if I said otherwise, even if I feel that way sometimes. But yeah, so I still This is an exclusive. Yeah, so I still dig it. I was playing it right before the podcast started, and it's very fun.
How successful have you been? Like, have you gotten the gold chip on any of the decks?
Um,
Is it gold chip or
I,
what's the top?
I think I know what that is. Is that the one where if you play it, you get $3, or what is the?
It's
No. Like when you beat a deck and you can increase the difficulty.
Oh yes,
They'll
I've done that
start
on
with
all
the,
of
like-
them.
Oh,
I've
okay.
done that.
No.
I've beaten it with every deck.
Okay.
I don't think I've beaten the last difficulty though, but I've gotten pretty high up.
You're
I
on
have like a
Reddit
mental.
and you've beat all of them.
I have a mental illness. This isn't like a brag. It's like I probably spent 1,000 hours playing this game situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've gotten pretty far. I mean, we're gonna get into it, but like, my heart is with the half spades, half hearts deck. I forget which one that is.
The checker deck.
I love a flush. I love a flush in this game, and I just wanted to do flushes all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Oh, you know what? It's okay. You're allowed to say whatever you want whenever you want it. Except when I'm talking. And now, Kristin, tell me a little bit about your relationship with the game, how you discovered it, initial thoughts and reactions.
Yeah, I love roguelikes, like, but specifically I do like Slay the Spire, but I love Binding of Isaac. Binding of Isaac is one of my favorite games ever. And so my Steam is always like, you'd probably like this game. You could play something else besides Binding of Isaac, you know? And I'm like,
You're
okay,
like,
I guess
"Shut
I'll
up.
try. Yeah. And so I had heard of it a little bit, and then I was really into it's gonna sound like it's going way off track, but I promise it comes back. I was really into the show The Traitors, on the reality show, and that
I don't know,
guy.
Kristen. It's going off track.
Darn it! No, stay with me. So there's that guy from Big Brother whose name is Dan. I don't remember his last name at all, but I found out that he Twitch streamed, and so I was like, oh, I'm enjoying him on The Traitors. Let's check out his Twitch stream. And he was playing this, and so I was like, okay, you know what? People have been recommending it to me, but this now I'm watching it. It actually looks fun. I'll try it. And he was so good at it, and I bought it, and I did love it right away. I need to emphasize how we were just talking about beating every deck. I'm terrible. I'm so bad at this game, but it's so fun anyway. Yeah, I played a little bit before this. I have 9 out of 31 achievements on Steam, which is not very good. I do have it on PC and on my phone because I commute to work. And so it's the perfect phone game. It's the perfect plane game as well. One time I was on a plane and there was a guy like 2 rows in front of me, and I could just see out of the corner of his Steam Deck that he was playing Balatro, and I wanted to be like, hey, I like that game. But who knows? We could have been friends. We'll never know.
I love that. I very purposefully did not allow myself to get it on the phone, just because I know, I was like, I need to set a hard boundary. I mean, I have it on my Switch and I have it on a Steam Deck. So those go, but like phone was just a bridge too far for me. And I think that was a good choice because I just checked how many hours I have on Steam alone, and it's about 500 hours. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna check Switch right now. Like I don't need any more information. I also am not that good. I do have to say, it's so funny, Jacques. I find myself like comparing myself to you every once in a while, where like we'll talk about like Slay the Spire Ascension or like, and then I have to remind myself that I'm like, it's okay. So like, I am not Jacques. I am not Jacques, and that's okay.
Well, what Courtney's leaving out is that I'm taunting her, ridiculing her constantly, texting her unprovoked to brag. So
so many screenshots of just like, oh, another deck on gold chip, NBD. NBD, did it in my sleep.
I suck.
Mikey Stephens, last but
Yeah.
not least, tell me about, how'd you find Balatro, and what did you think of it when you first started playing it?
Maybe to no one's surprise, Jacques told me about this game. I
Influencer.
also love roguelikes, love deck builders. If Slay the Spire is Jacques' baby, then it's my niece. Okay. Love Slay the Spire as well. But yeah, I put a ton of time into this game. Have a different type of mental illness though, Jacques, where I also put a lot of time and energy, but I'm too stubborn to like I'll decide in advance. I'm like only full houses. That's it. And so I am so determined to do it that way. And if like one little thing goes wrong, I'm like, no, new run, new run. It's not a full house. No, new run. So truly, truly play this game like a psychopath. But yeah, I have it on Switch, I have it on Steam, and it's so good that you didn't get it on your phone because that's actually the best place for it.
I know.
It's such a great phone game.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, maybe now I could get it for my phone because I'm so down to like support the developer, give them more money. But now I feel like my full obsession has calmed down a little bit. So
Sure.
I can play it where it's like, if I am commuting, if I am, trying to
Yes.
avoid making eye contact with people in public, it's a great thing to look at my phone for.
Courtney, just have one drink. Just one drink. How bad could that be?
Please no. Please no eye contact. I go to the bar and just play Balatro. Honestly,
You're a performative reading. It is performative Balatro play.
Balatro. Amazing. Mikey, that I'm actually going to take your thoughts there about like having
Yeah.
a very specific way you play and segue into the next part. I want to know about people's play styles. I feel like I'm really like I am such a creature of habit, and I am like the definition of insanity in that like it's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Where I do that, or I pick the same jokers, I play the same type of deck, and then I don't end up learning anything. And so it's a game I've actually been forcing myself to play on stream more and ask people their input. And like it's kind of nice to have other perspectives on it because it wasn't stopping me from playing. I was still playing so many hours just the same way over and over again and then hitting walls or like not being able to get past certain antes. So I want to hear about like how do you play and what are some strategies that you like or any really like satisfying combos that you came up with?
I'll kick it off, seeing that mine's probably the most ludicrous. Yeah, I'll almost uh, invariably like ignore what the deck is sort of suggesting I do, which is never a good idea. Uh, but yeah, I sort of like will like, for no reason choose my own personal challenges. Like the game's like, here's one for you, and I'm like, no, that's stupid, that's dumb. I'm all straight, so everything's got to be a straight. So yeah, I sort of will try to sort of pick like a primary hand, and I will just try to level it up as much as I can, and I will just try to have everything sort of serve that one hand.
Hmm.
And when it works, oh baby, it is so satisfying. And when it doesn't, which is most of the time, it's like I scrap runs really quickly and like with no remorse. I'll just be like, oh yeah, this one's not doing what I want.
I'm so
Gone.
jealous of that mindset. I have such a like I can make it work. I
Don't
can fix
be
her.
jealous because it's also crazy. It's like mostly unsatisfying, I'll say. But then every now and then I'm like, oh, it's working. So yeah, I feel like that's sort of what I'll do. Sort of to your point, Courtney, of like just trying to break my own personal habits is like I'll be like, well, I never like can I do a high card run where I only play single high card? Like, can I
Mhm.
do it?
Mhm.
And then I just try and do that. And regardless of what the deck is or whatever, I'm just like, is it possible? And then I just try and 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 try. Mostly I fail, but it's very fun regardless.
I mean, it is a game of mostly failing. I mean, I think it's funny because I feel like in real life, failure can be such like a hindrance to me where I'm like, I fail once, I'm like, well, I guess I'm an idiot and I should never do that again. But some of my favorite games, like Hades, Slay the Spire, Balatro, are all about like trying things and failing. And that's if only I could take that lesson to where it matters.
Is this a self-help podcast?
It is now. Kristin, tell me about your gameplay and how you play. I think you and I play similarly based off of some things that you've said. So I'm curious what some of your strategies are, or just your
I don't know if you want to tell your gameplay style to me just yet. Kind of take what Mikey just said and then subtract learning any lesson. Because that's sort of what I do. But the difference is I don't decide before the run. What I tend to do is I'll get to my first hand, and then whatever I'm closest to, like whatever, let's say I'm close to a full house. Well, let's say I'm close to a straight. I just kind of discard to like get what would be good, and then I try and brute force that all the way through. But to something you were saying, I also try and make it work. Like I don't scrap my run. I do try and make it work. I'm scrambling till the very last second to try and get it to work. And I do at least adhere a little bit. Like I have beat the checkered deck because I was like, oh, that's fun. It'll be fun to do flushes. So I do at least try to let the deck guide me when applicable. But I am going to.
I really want to see how Mikey plays the checker deck. I'm so curious now.
I promise you.
But honestly, maybe genius. Maybe we've all been taking the easy route. You know, like it's like they're trying to guide you down a path. But in reality, there's a much better way to play.
Yeah, they're the game designers, but they don't know what they're doing. That's what I'm saying.
Local Thug's checking the metric data from the game, and he's like, I just don't get why he does this.
Yeah, here's some distant statistic.
Jacques, how do you play? How do you win? How do you do so much winning?
I let the game tell me what to do.
Boo!
I mean, it's almost always pairs or flushes or high card. I think pairs is my go-to more than even flushes.
Me too, and it always fails.
See, you mentioned that maybe not that recently, but you mentioned, and I was like, I feel like pairs and high cards I never do that. And you're like, oh yeah, and I was like, what? And I still, even after hearing you, someone who is very good at the game, give me a very reasonable, and like there are so many jokers in the deck that like create synergy so easily, like, and it's yeah.
But it's weird. I mean, even for me though, people say like 2 pairs is broken, and I literally have never done that build ever once.
Really?
I don't think I've ever had like a 2-pair run.
I could show you one.
I have like
it'll take a while, but
yeah, I did have a super fun run that I'm on ante 10 right now because I was playing right before we got on. Which was I was doing the checker deck, so it's a flush run, obviously. But let me tell you some of this fun stuff I had happening. I got the one where it's like 1 in 4 chance of upgrading the hand you just played.
Oh,
yes,
love that.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Okay,
one.
And then I got the one that says doubles the odds of your other jokers.
Yes,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. The
so
little dice one.
Yes, the green dice.
The green die. Mm-hmm.
And then I got that amazing one I love so much that copies the Joker to the right.
Mm-hmm.
So I had that on the upgrade hand one. So currently I have flush at level 42. On this run, which is so crazy.
I don't think I've ever leveled up anything that high. That's
absolutely
wild.
have not.
Me neither. I think I remember one time I got it to like level 30 and I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I think I've hit like maybe 25 or something.
I also have telescope, so every time I open a celestial pack, I get
You get your Jupiter.
I get my Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really fun one. I'm in fact hoping we kind of wrap this up soon so I can get back to it.
We'll keep it tight.
But
I feel like all of us will just be like, maybe just one game.
Yeah.
We're just talking about it. I have all these ideas in my head, just one.
yeah.
A question I had for all of you is, do any of you play poker?
Casual.
Poker is my mom is like a big time poker player.
Really?
And yes, and so she taught me how to play poker when I was like 4 years old or something. Like four. It's one of the first like games I ever learned. Five
Okay.
card draw
Mhm.
poker. I feel like later Hold'em became like the popular game that people play, but my mom plays five card draw, so that's like what I was raised on.
Can I just say that the mental image of like a 4 or 5-year-old Mikey Stephens playing poker is
Yeah. And my mom
sweet.
just scolding me like, "No, what's wrong with you?" She would never do that. She's so sweet. That's not how she is at all. But yeah, I think it's like funny to look back on. Like, I think she did want us to learn and know, but I think she just wanted people to play poker with her.
For
Like,
sure.
that's how much she loves playing
Mhm.
poker.
Yeah.
So I'm not like I don't play, but like I don't play poker regularly, but I do like to play poker. And
Okay.
occasionally people are like, "Hey, we got a poker game going," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down." I do like the game, and it's weird. Like I was like raised on the game of poker
That's
in a weird way.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's kind of like I was thinking about it, and for context, I grew up in Las Vegas, and I like can't remember ever somebody sitting me down to teach me to play poker. I have just always known how to play poker, which sounds like such a stereotype because it's not like they teach you that in elementary school in Nevada.
The
Las
Las-
Vegas photosynthesis or whatever. What do you call that?
Yeah, you just absorb it.
Just-
It's in the Kmart. You might as well
Yeah.
learn.
It's part of the Las Vegas school district curriculum.
Right, exactly. Right after you learn about water preservation, you learn how to do Hold'em. But yeah, I distinctly remember like my uncle or my grandma having like a little handheld video poker, and I would play that for fun. Like, and then when I was in my 20s, going out, that's like the cheap way to drink in Vegas is usually if you're playing on a machine, you get free drinks. So you just throw a 20 in the machine and wait for the bartender or the cocktail waitress to come around, and as long as you tip them, you can have quite a few drinks for $20.
That's well played. That's a different kind of poker. That's the poker of life. I mean, not really. Anyway, it's fine.
Yeah. We would do that in New Orleans too, because there's a casino downtown, and my cheap friends and I would go do that same move as well.
Yep.
But I feel like my grandmother really loves poker, and just for context about her, she is under the impression everyone else loves poker and is gambling all the time, and will be like, she'd be like, "You and your friends going to the casino," which is how she would pronounce it. And I'd be like, "No." And then she'd be like, as she got older and older, I just started being like, "Yeah, yeah." She started to go a little.
We
like,
are.
lose a little bit, being like, "Oh, we are, and we're winning."
That's
But yeah, no.
very sweet.
And then I had friends in high school who were like really into online gambling. So like I'd play some with them. They like won lots of money. They lost lots of money.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
One of them literally like bought a house. He was that successful
Whoa.
with
Okay.
online yeah. And then my other friend was not so successful. It was like I saw both version, like the two end points you can reach.
He had to sell his house. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other guy.
He had the when the fun stops pamphlet.
Oh yeah. I didn't. I played like a little bit of poker when I was in college. Just like people in the dorm were like, "Oh, I'll teach you how to play Texas Hold'em." And it stressed me out so much. I can't gamble. I like to win. I'm very competitive. It required too much like probability for me. And so when Balatro came out and people were telling me that I should play it and I should like it, I was like, oh no, you're wrong. You're so wrong. Like, and I watched a couple people play it on Twitch and I was like, okay, it's poker. Like that's so like different from the types of games, especially like deck building games that I like. But then I think someone gifted it to me. And I was like, okay, well, it was a gift, so I'll play it. And it took like one run for me to be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah, but it's funny. Like it's don't judge a book by its cover is, I guess, the next piece of life advice I'm here to give, because this is a life advice podcast now.
I was gonna say, I think the gambling of it all is the like secret design genius of this game, which is that like deck builders can be like so opaque to players that it's like so complex to jump in. And the way this utilizes this knowledge everyone has of what a flush is, what a straight is, what all these things are, it allows for a level of complexity without requiring a player to learn that much, that I think is like so smart. And
Yes.
just like it makes the game a lot more approachable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it absolutely does. Like, well, because it's not just the 52 card deck that we're all familiar with. It's also tarot cards and bringing that element in there. Also, I love that this was just some guy's like side project while he had a full-time job.
Yeah, for his friends.
Yeah, for his friends. And then it sold, like made $1 million in revenue after being out for 8 hours. That is, I mean, granted, like it had
That's
been like there.
overwhelming. That would I would lose my mind. That's
Yeah.
so crazy.
The person who made it is clearly like so well adjusted, where they were just like, nope, I'm gonna stay anonymous. Like I'm not interested in any kind of fame. I'm not really like, doesn't seem particularly interested in being like a big game developer. Just sort of like, I made a game. He even talks about how he was like, I think about roguelike deck builders more than I actually play them. I was like, that's wild. He said that he didn't even like, he wasn't even like playing other deck building games while he was making it, because he didn't want to like accidentally steal something or be like, oh well, they already did it and it's so good.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do something like that. And I was like, he like at the very end, he played a little bit of Slay the Spire for some inspiration.
A lesson to us all, creative.
It's like the triangle of
make the thing, just
Yeah.
make it.
No,
Yeah.
truly. Make the thing. Yeah,
Make it.
I was really surprised with how much I like this game and how much replayability it has, especially for not being terribly good at it. That's been a huge. Don't nod, Jacques. Don't nod. You're very good at it. You don't know what it's like.
No, I was nodding at you not being good.
Thank you.
for myself, I've been really bad at like I'm Enter the Gungeon. I am like dog shit Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah.
And I know that in most roguelikes you start out bad and you have to like try it over and over to get good. But I feel like the hurdle in this is much like shorter. Like I don't know, like it's not like a reaction time thing. It's just you and your brain and like a little bit of RNG, and you can you can try. It's less of a threshold. And that's not to say like I think it back when you were saying about like you have to kind of fail at roguelikes, like it does take a certain type of temperament to like roguelikes for sure.
Yes.
But I feel like this is like a great entry point for people who maybe haven't built up to that temperament just yet. You don't need it. It doesn't need to be that. Your threshold doesn't need to be that high yet.
For sure.
Also, just the user experience on the game is so good. It's such a well balanced game. It like you progress so. The word that came to mind is calmly. Like it's like I mean I think I'm just piggybacking off of what Kristin said, but it's so. It's so easy to get into. I kind of think of that like the boiling frog metaphor, where like you get in and you're like, okay, I'll check this out, and then all of a sudden it's been 500, and then you're soup. You're 500. You've been cooking for 500 hours.
I saw a thing that he his goal was to try and get the game under 10 megabytes in file size.
Wow.
And he's like, I didn't pull it off because the music is like that much.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, but like the code and art alone was like under 10 megabytes in file size.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
Speaking of the music, he just the music was made by a guy he found on Fiverr.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, a couple of years for just random art. Like that's like this. Now I'm sorry, Mikey. I can't stop talking about Claire Obscure on every podcast we do together. But there's the guy like
enough.
Claire Obscure. They just found some guy on SoundCloud. Like imagine just being these guys. Yeah,
that's crazy. Also, I love Claire Obscure too. So don't let Mikey stop you if he's trying.
It's not NBA 2K. Come on.
I mean, look,
basketballs and Claire Obscure.
I mean, if we've learned anything from Balatro, is that there's always room for crossover. So an NBA 2K, Claire Obscure crossover.
Let's go. It's truly the game for me.
Just is the ball.
Oh man, I would love it. I would love it.
So yeah, Kristin, you said that you were playing it like commuting. How big of an obsession was it for everyone? Was it like when I played Slay the Spire, I had Slay the Spire dreams, which feels like a very stupid game to have dreams about. But Jacques is laughing so hard right now.
No, I know. These kind of dreams where it's like your dreams where it's like, but I need this card though, and I would have these stress dreams. I've had them about it, so I know this too well. And it's like the stupidest. Like, anyway, sorry.
No, that's exactly what happens to me. Another version of a dream that I had from Slay the Spire, was literally just the game, and then I do like a thing where I half woke up and I was like, I need to get back to bed. I need to fall back asleep. I'm in the middle of a game. Like that was like an actual dream logic I had, and I didn't for Balatro. I didn't have dreams about Balatro, but the music was straight up in my brain. It was an absolute earworm. It's also of the games that I've put this many hours into. I am always down to listen to the music. The music hasn't annoyed me. Slay the Spire, I got real sick of the music like pretty fast. But Balatro, that like kind of like lo-fi vibe, it's so good. And I'm so curious about if the Fiverr guy got extra compensation.
I sure fucking hope so.
Right?
It's still just $5. Imagine that'd be crazy.
He's like, just like a
really
single
hope so.
tier. Yeah. I feel like the local thunk seems like a very reasonable person who's like used sort of the fame that they've acquired. Like I know he like promoted like Animal Well and like other indie games that were coming out around that time as opposed to like using it for like self-promotion. So I feel like they have the right moral compass. I'm gonna tell myself
we would have heard about Fiverr guys suing fucking immediately.
I think you're right. Let's see. What are there things that we don't like about Balatro? Like,
hey, I muted the music immediately.
Oh.
To be fair, it's not necessarily because I didn't like it. For me, the loop did I was a little bit like, okay, I'm set. But also because I like to play this when I do play it on my computer, I like to play it and have like a show up on the side. I'm very much like I really highly value my third rewatch of Gossip Girl, the original run, not the new one. And I can't hear Blair and Chuck fight if the music is playing. So
to piggyback, I'm fine with the music. I do kind of wish like it was a little more interactive with what was happening. Like even just it sped up when things got more intense or, something that kind of kept it fresh. But I will mute the music and then throw on a podcast on my phone.
Yeah.
And that's good stuff.
I'm with you on that, dude. That makes the minutes float away.
Yes. Yeah. But is there anything I don't like about Balatro? I don't think so. Nothing.
Yeah. I know. I was trying to think of any like. Oh, well, I'll let Jacques. Do you have any notes? Any notes for local?
Yeah. I do actually. This is gonna sound like it's a more critical statement than I mean it to. I think the game, because of the gambling element, has a slightly soulless quality. And that sounds like harsher than I mean it to, but like it has good art and the animations are fun and I like the sound. The UI is friendly, but it has something that like maybe I just have like negative associations with gambling or something. I don't know.
Sure.
But I find there's like a hollow element to it. Or even like Slay the Spire, which I like don't even like the art or writing like all that much, to be honest with you. I think they're both fine. I think it's like it feels warmer to me.
I
Whereas
get
Balatro
that.
has a little bit of a coldness, and I think it's just the gambling of it all.
Mm-hmm.
And just to reiterate, I played this game 1,000 hours, but it's not like it's not like a world I love.
Yeah, that was another thing for me where normally when people ask me like what do I like in games, I'm like, "Oh, I love like a beautiful interesting world. I love like I need it to be like aesthetically pleasing. And I mean it's good animation, but
Yeah, for sure.
which is very funny that I say that because I actually really dislike the art in Slay the Spire, but I would say it is my all-time number one favorite game.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean it's so funny, and like the
yeah,
writing's the same thing too. Where I'm like,
yeah,
I like don't think it's good, but maybe I just don't care.
yeah.
But I'm just like, it's still my favorite game of all time.
Jacques, did
I
you change the skins on the card decks or what? Did you just
did
fucking leave 'em
you just
regular
leave
old?
them?
Yeah,
I
what are you
I
doing?
left this. I left it. I've never changed
Oh
anything
my
aesthetically, and I think
God.
this is all a testament to how good the mechanics are, really. Because you think of like your favorite. Like I was just talking to Jeremy about this, but it's like your favorite movies and stuff. It's always like a world you want to come back to. Like I've watched Clueless 150 times because I just like that feeling of these characters and the buoyant sort of like joyful quality. And that's not what's happening here. It's not like this world I love coming back to. It's like this addictive mechanic that I love
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
very true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. Apparently, I was briefly when I was doing my research. Apparently the game got pushed to like an 18 plus rating for a bit because of the gambling aspects to it. Which yeah, there was a lot of pushback on that from the developer because he was just like, there's no actual like money, there's no like loot boxes, there's no
Yes. I hate that.
yeah, yeah, and he was just like, wow, I guess I should have just done transactions and loot boxes like so
And
many.
violence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's just interesting because it's a game about gambling, but it's not like real gambling. Like, the only thing that you're going to lose is your time. And honestly, you weren't doing anything better with it.
I lost some of my dignity if you've seen how I play.
Oh, no, for sure. Oh my gosh. I have streamed this.
Self-respect.
Yeah. Sometimes when I've been streaming this game, I'll have someone straight up be like, why did you do that? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Which, yeah, you're very brave to stream it. If I think about streaming this game, I think I would probably just like rage stop the stream
Oh
the
my
first
God.
time somebody would be like, hey, you missed the best opportunity. I'd be like,
Yes. Oh, the number of times I've accidentally yeah, like played cards I meant to trash or the other way around, and I've just like done that in front of people is too
and then they're
many.
like, and I clipped it so you don't forget.
Too many. Yes, 100%. Like, and it's one of those things where you just have that moment of like, oh, cool, I have the perfect hand, and then you accidentally like trash it, and you just like have to sit with with your mistake that you've made in front of people and is now on the internet, and nothing leaves the internet. But I actually like, I go in kind of with the mentality of like, I like this game. I want to learn more about it. I'm interested how other people play it. And that keeps me from losing my mind, because that's not how I am for every game. Like a lot of games I stream and I'm like, no backseating. I will lose my gourd if someone backseats me. But with this, because I've gone in with like I want to learn more about it, and I like this game so much, I want to like understand. Like there's so many jokers that I like would never take, and I realized I was either misinterpreting how they worked or just hadn't like found the right way to use them. And I'm not above going and like looking something up, but I don't have a great attention span. So the chances of me being like, oh, I'm gonna like research this and see how other people do it, like opening up another tab and then getting completely distracted and then coming back like 4 days later, it's more efficient for me to stream it and get the information I need from people who are willing to type it out for me while I'm live. Okay.
It took me so long to figure out that fucking red Joker and to skip. You guys know what I'm talking about? But you have to actually open the booster pack and then hit skip
Oh,
and
yeah,
take
to get
the
the multiple.
card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
I would always take that, and I would be like, "It's not the multipliers. Nothing's happening."
Yeah. Uh-huh.
my version of this was
Stuff like
I
that
didn't
drove me
realize you could
crazy.
reorder the Jokers for so long.
Same.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for so long.
Yeah, that was something I learned because someone on stream was like, "Well, put this one over there," and I was like, "What are you talking about? You can't move them." And then I like, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you can."
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. I do have a question now that I think about it. There's the Matador card. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, maybe it's not the Matador, but it's the one that's like it does
Beats the Joker to the left of it.
no.
No.
I like that one.
Me too.
There's a card that's like if it triggers the boss blind, something happens. I'm like, what do you mean if it like I don't
Oh,
what does
yes.
that what
The-
does that mean?
If the
I
money,
think-
it makes the money total go up or whatever.
Yeah.
I definitely haven't
Oh.
unlocked that, so I don't know what it means by that description.
I always interpreted it as like the thing that the boss blind is like, say it's like hearts are debuffed and you play 3 hearts,
Oh.
then you're triggering that what it's like.
I'm such a rule follower.
That's what I think.
Yeah, like
I've avoided that one like the plague.
yeah, me
for
too. I
similar
never
reasons with
never
that damn red.
take it.
I
But that's
got it.
always how I interpreted it. It was like
Mhm.
Guys, I did research while y'all were talking because I'm
Thank you.
rude as shit.
Hell yeah.
what's the answer?
we gotta have a bad boy in every single recording.
I thought it was me.
Is there a less bad boy than the Balatro bad boy? So the Matador, it is the one I was thinking of. It provides a cash boost whenever you play a hand that triggers a boss blind's ability, such as there's the boss that doesn't let you use cards that have been used this round. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mhm.
And so if you use a card that has been debuffed,
Yes.
that triggers the effect on the Joker.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did that actually help, or are you just
No.
are you just proceeding?
That actually really
Okay.
helps me. It's just a thing I never would have discovered on my own because I'm such like a play by the rules kind of person. So I'm like, no, but it told me I can't do this. And so
I would just never take it.
I'd never take it. Any standout Jokers or cards that anybody loves or hates?
I love I love celestial packs in general.
Mhm.
That's like always what I'm looking for. So that Joker that coincides with it, where it levels up the multiplier
Yes.
for every pack you
Oh, that's
open.
so good. Is it called Constellation?
Sounds
right.
like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love that one. I do love I sometimes will I'll try and build like a money machine early.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'll just I'm just like, we're gonna get rich first, and then we'll. Sometimes it really works, and
Yes.
other times I'm like, well, I got all this money, but
But I have nothing I
suck.
can do with it. Yeah.
So and then I do like that I do like feeding that one evil Joker that eats the. Well, I
Mhm.
do like just getting.
There's the
that
knife
really
one
strong.
that like takes the sell value or something. And then a thing that
Yes.
I learned way too late is you can have the Joker that eats the other Jokers at random. But I realized too late that it doesn't have to eat another Joker in order to get leveled up. Like it levels up anytime you take a blind, essentially. So, like if you have eternal Jokers or if you have no other Jokers, it still levels up. And so for a long time, I was spending all this money trying to feed it. And then someone on stream was like, you don't have to do that. And I said, good. I knew that. I just helping the economy by spending money.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
I think the secret to this game is to play on stream and have useful people give hints because I don't really do this now.
Uh-huh. Do you want to jump into my chat sometime, Jacques? And just
I will.
tell me what to do? That would be great. Yeah, I really love this game and I totally get what you mean by it being soulless. And I think because there's no like world, there's no like it feels like Slay the Spire has some lore to it.
Yeah.
And to be clear, I don't care about it, but I'm glad it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Exactly.
Exactly.
I fully ignore it, but I like that it exists.
Yeah.
You know?
No, there's something like, it brings like a like you said, a warmth to it. And this
Yeah.
is just like, oh, I could be at Vegas. I think the thing that kind of keeps me from fully feeling that way is the cheeky little jokers and the tarot cards. Like, where I'm just like, oh, this is so no, it's not poker. It's different. It's different enough.
Fancy Yahtzee.
Fancy Yahtzee. Yeah. You know what's funny is the only reason I knew what like the hands were is from Yahtzee. Because I played a lot of that as a kid. So maybe I know my own way. I was playing poker.
Yeah.
Did y'all have the same moment as me when you realized what the X3 or X1.5 meant? Because it wasn't clear to me at first. And when I found out that you could multiply multiples, I was like, holy shit.
Yes.
And that was like my jam. Like the one on the run I was just doing before this, it was as 0.25 for every card you get.
Love
And
that
I currently
one.
have it at like times 5.5,
Yes.
I think.
Oh, yummy.
Those are the jokers I hunt. Anything that's gonna multiply.
Yeah.
anything.
I think that's like what kept me going with this game is just like the discovery. There's so many discovery moments. Like, even when you're someone like me who tends to play the same way over and over again, sometimes the game forces you to play a little differently and you have a little light bulb moment and you're like, oh my God, now I have to do like 50 runs doing that.
I always just try to chase that high again.
Yes, yeah.
Can't get it again.
Unless you're me and I don't let the game bully me at all. I just fucking do it.
Yeah. If the game tries to force you to play it a different way, you just throw your phone out the window.
Fuck you.
Oh,
I
no.
love being like, it's not gambling, but also I'm chasing that high till I get it again.
It's not gambling, it's high chasing. It's different.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any closing thoughts? Any other things that any other feelings that any of you have about the game that you really want to say and didn't feel like you had a chance to say? Jacques is thinking so hard right now.
I was thinking, I'm curious, like, I feel like we were talking about like Vegas and casinos and stuff like that. And I feel like he has to have gotten so many offers to do like sponsorships with like MGM Grand or whatever. And the fact that he's doing all these collaborations with other small indie games, I'm just going to, having done no research, say like, that's rad.
Yeah.
Like, but like, do you know what I mean? I'm sure he's getting like bigger corporate offers. And he just seems like a real tasteful guy. I listened to one podcast with him, and where he was talking about like the design of the game, and he just came off so well that it's like, I want to scratch what I said about the game being soulless. It's not true. It's lovely.
Take it back. Yeah, no, he seems like a very well-adjusted, grounded person.
Yeah.
And that's a mindset I envy.
He had an attractive low voice too, which I was like,
Of course.
okay. Not that that should change anything.
It should
but
change
I was
everything.
Like, I was like, wow.
It feels like he's like the perfect balance between like you have like concerned ape who's dedicated everything and like killed himself over Stardew Valley for such a long time, and you have Flappy Bird guy who was like, this game's too successful, pull it, I don't want to do it ever again.
Yeah.
And then you have this guy who's just like in the middle where it's
He's
like
the baby bear.
Yeah,
That's so true.
everything is just right.
Yeah, I wish him nothing but the best. Yeah. Any other closing thoughts from anyone?
I think you should get it on your phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I was already like, I'm like, don't. I have it up on my
think
phone.
you're ready.
I'm like,
You know? No,
Bad
I
breath.
think Courtney's ready is what I'm saying.
you know what, Mikey? You're just trying to get me to help support artists and
That's right.
creatives. I mean, look, if I've spent $15 on this game and I've put 500 hours into it, I think I owe another $15. And it's probably not that much on the phone. Anyway.
No, I don't even play games on my, like I play Pikmin Bloom and Pokemon Pocket, and that's it. And those aren't really like games. This is the only game I play on my phone.
Yeah, right now the only game I have on my phone are like the New York Times, like Wordle, like those games.
Bring back the mini, please. What the
Oh,
hell?
yeah.
They made the mini paid. Get out of town.
Get out of town. That's annoying. Well, then I guess I should get it on my phone. I can't get Slay the Spire on there though. Slay the Spire, I have over 1,000 hours. I will lose myself in Slay the Spire.
Courtney, I want to just echo Mikey though, and like think you should also try meth. Um, just as like
I
gonna
think
throw
you're
that
ready.
out there.
Just
I
one
think
try.
you're ready.
You guys think I'm ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wanted to check in with you. I'm so glad you brought it up first because I was like, oh, this is awkward to bring up. But yeah. Okay, so Balatro on my phone and then meth.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It'll be like you're
I
a real
will-
Las Vegas resident.
in Balatro, in games on your phone's defense, there's something less desirable about it, or something like, or something. It's like it's already less formal than like I'm all right. I'm
Yes.
sitting at my computer. I'm
Mhm.
just gonna intentionally play this game. It only you only at least I find myself only playing it in those random times on a commute, on a plane, whatever,
Treadmill. On a treadmill, it's so
Mhm.
good.
something like that.
Oh,
Imagine the
Um,
coordination. Like, I can barely pick up my phone to skip a fucking song if I'm on the treadmill.
Wait. What was that game? Neon White. Okay, so I tried to play Neon White.
That's
That's
crazy.
on,
To try
on
and play
my
on it.
Switch. I had my Switch at the gym and I was like tripping.
That's
and,
so
like,
crazy.
Almost falling off.
I just
Oh my
decided
God.
I'd play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah, I was
while-
like, you might as well play Call of Duty. This fucking
now
sniper.
I,
But it works. What I'm saying, it works for Slay the Spire and Balatro because there's no physicality.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
enough
none.
physicality. Like I would definitely be hitting the wrong things. I think this needs to be a new viral challenge: is video games at the gym.
Upping the speed. Upping the speed.
Amazing.
Yo, just to be clear, I'm walking on the treadmill. I don't want y'all to think I'm like
Same.
running.
I just,
Yeah, no.
really
Okay.
uncoordinated.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes I just trip and fall, and I'm not on a treadmill. I'm just walking normal.
I'm with you.
I was doing the elliptical the other day and I almost fell off it. I was in the middle of like getting off of it and then the thing, like the little foot pedal came back and like hit me and I was only, it was,
Oh no.
I don't fully know what happened. But
I didn't realize how much I like lightly bumped my head until I shaved it, because then it'll be like a little red spot in random parts, and I'm like, oh, jeez. Ah.
If it's any consolation, I think mine's faded enough so you can't see it. But I just did that 2 days ago. Bent down, picked something up, bam, corner of the couch.
Yeah, it's like, way to be stupid. Great.
Yeah.
And I've just been quiet because I can do a backflip. And
Oh, Mikey's like a
Can't relate.
dancer.
Mr.
Yeah.
Coordination over here. Call that NBA 2K26.
hey,
Yeah.
it is. You know?
I guess this is, I mean, a message to you two to start playing more.
I guess.
Please,
If I
please,
must.
someone play
NBA
with me,
2K.
please.
If I have to.
And I mean, this is what we're all missing. This is why we aren't coordinated, lithesome little angels.
This is why.
This is it. This is
This
the
is the
only
reason.
reason.
Mhm.
Okay, well, if nobody has any additional thoughts, then I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so we can all get back to playing our own games of Balatro. So now I'm going to go around and have each of you do your plugs because I forgot to do that at the front. I also forgot to introduce any of you with titles, but you've all been on this podcast before. The listeners know you. So I'm going to start with Kristin. You got any plugs?
I super inconsistently Twitch stream. So if you want somebody unreliable to follow on Twitch, that's where I am. Am I
Amazing. And what's your Twitch handle, name, title, address?
It's Kristin, Kreestin. A lot of retro games, RPGs, all sorts of stuff.
Hell yeah. Great. Mikey Stephens, where can the people find you?
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram at Mikey Loves Mikey, on TikTok at Tiki Mikey Talkie. You can find me doing improv in the Los Angeles area in general, but every second Friday of the month, I will be at UCB Franklin with my team Bitchin' doing some live comedy. So come out every second Friday of the month, 10
Heck yeah.
p.m.
10 p.m. Amazing. Jacques Mouledoux, you want to take us home?
I'm on social media at Jacques Monster, and keep your ears peeled for an upcoming short comedy RPG called Send in the Clown, made with regular host of this game, Connor McCabe. We're super stoked. It's like an hour-long comedy RPG. The Steam page will probably be dropping in a month or two, so you can wish list it. So just remember.
Everyone pull out a
I will.
pen and write it down right now.
I have a mental Steam wish list.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
That's perfect. That counts.
And it is Steam also.
Yeah, Valve is tracking it.
Yeah, it's branded.
Amazing. And I am Courtney Vineys, your probably one-time host, because I made a few mistakes that I hope Connor isn't too annoyed about. It's fine.
No, you did
It's
great.
fine.
This
We
is
did
great.
great.
Courtney did
You
great.
crushed it. It's so much better than Connor. Can we say now that
Yeah,
like,
We can
you
say
did
it
the
now.
host?
He's not
Connor.
listening. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I'm just going to steal Connor's job. I know he created
love
this, but it's mine now. Jeremy better watch his back because he's next.
Yeah.
Where you can find me, I also am very inconsistent on Twitch, twitch.tv/Cortenberry. And you can hear my voice in the upcoming game Hades 2, which is coming out in the future, but is on early access now. So that's where you can find me. The cover art for this podcast was done by @glenn.j on Instagram. This podcast was produced by Jeremy Schmidt. You can hear his voice on Video Games, a comedy show, and I think that's it. So thank you all so much for listening. Again, go check out the Patreon, Super NPC Radio, and tell Connor that you loved me hosting and I should do it more. Thank you. All right, everyone. Bye.